Ah, boy. I wanted to start, and all I do is cough. All right, I'm sorry, Caprock. Caprock High School, this is John Marshall, the DrillMaster. I'm going to be critiquing your... Oh, this is interesting. I can't wait to see this entrance. I'm going to be critiquing your Unarmed exhibition performance. So from what I understand, you're reporting in one way and reporting out the other. So just a... So you have to consider your audience, and you also have to sound off to your judge there, Commander. A little bit of an awkward start there. Timing issues. So consider your audience when you're performing. As to your orientation. So I always enjoy line formations like this. This is good. However, you've got to watch that spacing and alignment. All right. So it's going on the third time now, and it's a little bit repetitious. Couple of gate turns here, moving into, looks like platoon formation. Okay, so instead of having the two squads just stand there waiting, you could have increased that effectiveness of their time by having them perform something instead of just standing and waiting. Good blackout maneuver. Using double squads, I like that. That was good. And again, so that's 4 times you've competed or completed that same maneuver. So watch the repetition there. That was an effective 2-line formation there into another platoon formation. Really well done, well executed. So recovery is essential as soon as you move back into the platoon formation, and you've got to execute those flanks, those pivots with precision. So this time with that kind of a mini, I'll call it a mini gate turn there, a little bit of a variation directly afterwards. So I appreciate that very much. It wasn't necessarily repetitive like the other movements that you were executing. Well done there with the starburst ×4. And also well done for, oh yes, very well done. I can definitely appreciate this. That builds intrigue and good recovery there with this the cadet who had her early step off. It builds intrigue for your audience, and they can appreciate that. Why nobody's cheering, I don't know. If I was in the stands, I would be. So you have a heavy reliance on repetition of some. The movements are very good, but the repetition lessens their effectiveness. All right, we've seen this 3, 4. Now that was a great variation on that move. Timing issues there with the feet. Marching at a diagonal, passing through. Excellent job. Marching through from great distances really is very taxing on the performers, but that was well executed. So a few spacing and alignment issues throughout. It reduces the effectiveness of the performance, or at least the move to the individual moves. So that immediate recovery after the moves is essential. And I really appreciate halting in a different direction instead of just halting and then executing a facing movement. That shows that you're thinking ahead of the move. I like that. I really do. And well executed turn moves there earlier. And here's same type of turn move, but you've created variation, and that is really good. So you can rely on something and yet create the variation. A little bit of a hesitation there. Loss of balance. So you kind of got mixed up there, Commander. You said that the report out was going to be the opposite direction. So now, in the future, I suggest you really need to consider your audience in where you're performing. You perform to side. So if you're performing to this side where your judge is, the head judge should not have to move. And I also suggest performing out and not just marching off in a platoon formation. That was well done. I really appreciate that performance, but there are some definite issues there that really need to be addressed to make an even more effective performance. So, excellent job on that. It's in many areas well thought out, but that reliance on certain moves then detracts from the effectiveness at that time. So something to consider. All right, thank you very much.